Steinhouse, and welcome to Money Chat Now. Money Chat Now is a politically charged stock market pre-show giving you the politics of the day and the biggest moves in the stock market. It is presented with comedic common sense and just the right amount of sarcasm by an expert in financial literacy. And hey, that's me, Larry Steinhouse. Today is Monday, September 12th. I want to welcome you to the show. We are here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Hey, please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse on Spotify, and then you can follow me there as well. Of course, if you'd like to connect to me personally, you can go to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com, and there you will find my social media connections, my email, my text message information. That's contactlarry.com. All right, just a reminder, if you're watching online, hit that like button. Come on, everybody, hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the Money Chat Now page on Facebook. You can also find Money Chat Now and the Larry Steinhouse Show on Spotify, so please go there and subscribe. Hey, you can also comment live during the show on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and please say hi so I know you're watching. Hey, if you haven't joined the Money Chat Now fan page on Facebook, please go there and make sure that way you can always see the show. If you like Money Chat Now, you can still view the show when I'm in Facebook jail because it's the only place I can transmit. So please also go to Money Chat Now page, like it, and never miss a show due to Facebook or the fascist book censors. All right, on today's show, we're going to be talking about the market recap, what happened on Friday. We're going to be talking about the Oz rally recap. I was there on Saturday, and it was a great time. We're also going to be talking about UK's changing times, and once again, Biden divides America. Unbelievable. All right, don't forget, Money Chat Now is brought to you by Investor Schooling, and you can attend a complimentary class this Thursday by going to investorschooling.com. There you will learn about real estate investing, stock options trading from those who do it every day. All right, real quick, I want to say a little couple of people online saying hi already. Awesome. We got Mike and Peter and Ken the Democrat. Where were you last week when I was talking about Biden all week? We got Tom. We got Jose coming in from YouTube. Thank you so much. We got Bill. We got the other Ken, the good Ken, I guess. We have Tom, and we have, it looks like Johnson, and also looks like Charles. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. We also have Sandra. So Sandra says, hi, Larry, stop gluten, lose the cough. So very funny because I was having this conversation the other day about how the reason I keep coughing is because I keep eating gluten, and she's telling me to stop it. So I have to stop it. So I was pretty good yesterday. I did a whole day without it. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days. All right, real quick, let's get back to where we are here, and let's talk about what's going on. Hey, don't forget to share the show. I want to thank the following people for sharing the page. Hey, we always have Betsy, who always shares the page. Thank you, Betsy. I met Betsy the other day at the Oz Rally, too, and she was all excited. So definitely share it. And also we have Art sharing it, and Peter shares it often. So if you guys wouldn't mind sharing it, please hit the share button. And that way you can share it directly on your page, or you could share it in groups and also help your friends make more money and even get a laugh in the morning. Let's talk about what happened on Friday. Look, Friday was another pleasant surprise when the market kept the rally going. The Dow closed up 377 points, I should say, and the S&P was up 61, and the NASDAQ was up 250. Not bad at all. It appears that the market doesn't care too much about the pending interest rate increase, and the market is just cycling normally. The funny part is this is when I used to love it. When I used to love stock options, it was really nice to have a predictable cycle, and it appears we may be back there again. And if it's played right, this cycling could be big profits for the market if you're a stock option trader. It looks like this cycle is probably 31,000 to 34. I predicted it to be 30 to 33, but it looks like it's 31 to 34. That's fine. And several stocks are cycling as well. Meta played out exactly how I said it would a few days ago. I said buy it below 160 and wait for 168. And it happened twice within 30 days. I'm going to tell you right now, if it goes below 160 again, you know what to do. Another big winner on Friday was Dish Network when the earnings report exceeded Wall Street's expectations. Dish is a company that's, it's been beaten down over the past 12 months. It was almost 45 a year ago at a high, and after an 8% increase on Friday, it's still only about 20, so it has a long way to go to catch up to the people who bought it then, but it still might be a really good play. DocuSign was another surprise on Friday. The concern last week and the Fed, by the way, DocuSign jumped 10%, and the concern last week and the Fed was still that the Fed's interest rate policy. So the Fed will probably raise interest rates 75 basis points, and it appears that Chairman Powell is hinting this to soften the blow, which is kind of interesting. Obviously, either that or you have some friends in the market that will have an enormous day when the rate only rises 50 basis points. Hey, with all the insider trading and the politicians doing the same, it stands to reason that this could be true. Oh, don't worry, they won't get caught because nobody wants to catch them. And even if a few do want to catch them, the homes of the homes of the good citizens reporting it will probably get raided by the FBI. And who wants that publicly, unless of course you're Trump. Even the bond market couldn't shake the market. That also means that when Wall Street's getting used to the higher yield, and that's a great thing, because if Wall Street's getting used to higher yield and they're getting used to the higher rate increases, that's a great thing. By the way, did you know that the best time to buy bonds is when the yield is higher? No, not just because the yield is higher, because that means that the bonds are going down in price. It could be a good investment if you want to store some low-risk money. This week will be all about the Consumer Price Index report. This report, known as the CPI report, will signal if the Fed needs to get tougher or be able to slow down the raising interest rates. It needs to be lower than Wall Street's expectations of about 8.5% year over year. The report will release tomorrow at 8:30, and the market will go wild. Each month, I tell you guys to watch the market at that time, and you could tell what the report is even before you get to read it. At 8:30 tomorrow, the market will swing wildly. As for today, we will see how Wall Street thinks tomorrow will be. I would also expect the market to tick down this afternoon when the short-term investors pull out of the market to protect their downside for tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at the futures. Let's see where we are today, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Oz rally the other day. All right, right now the Dow is up 92. There's that cough again. We have the S&P up 20, and we have the Nasdaq up 70. So that's pretty good. Not a bad day. It was up higher this morning. It was up about 200 points at one point. All right, I want to talk to you guys about Saturday. Hey, if any of you were around this weekend and went to the Dr. Oz rally, you may have seen me there. I was up front wearing one of my crazy jackets. This was held at the sports building next to the Newtown Athletic Center, owned by my friend Jim Worthington. The building is massive inside, and it looks like there were about 1,500 to 2,000 people attending this rally to help get Dr. Oz elected. Some of the local politicians were there as well, and each spoke about how the Democrats have been slowly destroying this country from the inside like a cancer. John Kennedy from Louisiana was there, and I have to say, this guy's hysterical. As he pointed out each problem with America and the Democrat Party, you couldn't help but laugh, even though you wanted to cry. By the way, if he leaves politics, he definitely has a future as a stand-up comic. It was great. So there was an exciting moment when a woman passed out in the audience. It was a true test of caring by the people in attendance and Dr. Oz. At most events, the featured speaker, in this case Dr. Oz, would be in the backstage waiting for his introduction and his big appearance. And he was, of course. They wait there and they let the crowd and the other speakers build up the anticipation. Well, as I said, a woman passed out in the audience during a speech from Dom Giordano of WPHT, and the audience gasped. Within seconds, Frank Ferry and Matt McCullough jumped over the partition to help the woman. So Frank is a fireman and Matt is a nurse. And within seconds of that, Dr. Oz himself came running out from the back, jumped over the partition as well, and tended to the woman as they waited for the rescue squad. It took about 5 minutes or so for the rescue squad to get there, and Dr. Oz stayed there with the woman the whole time. Just imagine the rescue squad arriving at the scene and getting a report from Dr. Oz. How cool is that? I'll bet there was a good story for the rest of the squad. Anyway, the event continued, and Dr. Oz continued to impress me with his handle on how he will help fix the economy and how he'll fix the energy crisis that the Democrats have created. By the way, could you imagine if this was Fetterman rally? Fetterman would probably be the one in need of medical help as he continues to use his stroke as the reason he can't debate Oz. No, Feder jerk, you should use the stroke as the reason you can't run for senator. This state needs a leader, not a trust fund baby with no experience in the real world, and someone healthy who can continue to help us grow. Well, the night went on. It was a great after party at the NAC, and we all had a great time. Look, with all this, I want to remind you to tell your friends to make sure that they vote for Dr. Oz. He will help the country grow again, and especially help the state of Pennsylvania grow. Like I said, let's make Pennsylvania Florida. All right, let's take a break here, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
Okay, so you thought about buying and selling real estate. You've thought about investing in the stock market, but don't know where to start. Well, what if you could find a place to unlock strategies to master both real estate and the stock market, all without the headache? That place is Investor Schooling, hosted by Larry Steinhouse, an expert in real estate, financial literacy, and the ins and outs of the stock market. You can attend investor schooling in person or online 8 times a month. You can and will learn how to make money in real estate, and you will learn mastery of stock techniques such as options and covered calls. You will even get a chance to ask one of your burning questions to the stock option sultan, the master of picks and plays. Call 866-424-2829 for free information and receive a complimentary pass to attend classes, or register online at investorschooling.com. Don't delay. These passes are limited. So what are you waiting for? Call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Or visit investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse. And of course, if you'd like more information on investor schooling, you can go to investorschooling.com or call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Hey, I want to welcome you back to the show. We are here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse on both Rumble and Spotify. Like and subscribe there. And if you'd like to connect with me personally, please go to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com, and there you will find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information. That's contactlarry.com. All right, real quick, just want to say hello to a whole bunch of people. My lovely wife, Linda. Thank you, Linda. She's my #1 fan. We got Mary watching us on YouTube. We got Michael and James and Mitchell and Rob. And it looks like Sandra again. She said she's Betsy's friend. We also have John watching on YouTube. And we also have Ken, the Democrat, of course. And then we have, so Ken, the Democrat, thinks it was a setup when that woman fell. No, she did not. You should have seen it. All right. And also, Kevin says, imagine if a woman fainted at a Biden rally. What would that clown do? He'd probably eat an ice cream cone. Anyway, all right. We got a whole bunch of other people. And we got Michael and James. Some of the comments are absolutely hysterical. I actually love it when Ken the Democrat's on because the comments get even more interesting. All right. Once again, I want to remind you guys that this Saturday we have an event. We have the Money Multiplier event, and we have a bunch of great people going to be there. We have Chris Noggle, we have Hannah Kessler, Bill Walsh, and myself. We're all going to be speaking, and you can get your ticket right now by going to 4mmw.com. That's the number 4mmw.com. I'm telling you right now, you would definitely enjoy this event. And so far, of course, we've been discussing the market. Let's see what's going on in the market right now. We've got the Dow is up 88, we got the S&P up 20, and we got the NASDAQ up 72. All right, we also discussed the Oz rally. I'll tell you, it was a great event. It really was. It was a lot of fun. Coming up, we have UK's changing times, and of course, Biden divides America further. Oh, amazing. And of course, we have today's picks and plays. But did you guys hit that like button yet? Did you guys hit that share button yet? Leave me a comment to say hi if you haven't already. So if you say hi, leave a comment. And leaving a comment is the only way, and I know you're watching. Please share and like as well. Also, don't forget to order my new book called Money Hacks. And if you ordered it, please leave a review on Amazon. I really appreciate the reviews. Let's talk about UK. All right, by now you know that the Queen of England has died at the age of 96. Some hated her and some love her. Me, I just admired the fact that there was a queen. I thought it was kind of cool. I didn't know much about her, and most of the information I got was from drips and drabs in the media over the past 40 plus years that I can remember. You know, like someone said on Facebook the other day, he didn't care too much about the Queen since 1776 when the United States of America ended their British rule. Now we have the King of England, the man formerly known as Prince Charles. What does it all matter? You know, to us, not really much. But there's another change of the guard that might be important. This whole crazy world has moved to liberals running major countries. With the Big Johnson himself resigning, England went limp waiting for a new leader, and now that leader has been installed. She, Liz Truss, is a Conservative Party leader with a very different ideology than her predecessor, the Big Johnson. Although I can't use her name to make fun of her, well, unless you kind of use the name for the cooking definition of Truss, which is to tie up the wings and legs of a chicken or another bird before cooking. I don't know. It really doesn't work as well as making fun of the Big Johnson. Well, Prime Minister Truss has a big job ahead of her as she tries to win over the confidence of the UK and bring it back to normal. Truss is actually considering a Reaganomics type of recovery, banking on trickle-down theory, which obviously works because when businesses are closed, nobody makes any money. We will see how she does in the future, but I do have to say that the Queen appeared to wait for trust to be installed before the Queen passed away only days later. It makes you wonder if this was the ultimate approval. We need all of the countries to go back to their roots. Canada and the United States need to be next. These Nazi-esque leaders need to go, and the world will thrive again. Speaking of Nazi-esque leaders, let me tell you more about ours. But first, I want to talk a little bit about a couple of people online that just joined us. It looks like we got John and Royce joining us, my brother Seth joining us, and Peter. Thank you, guys. Hey, don't forget to share it, because it's really important to share it. Come on, let's go share it. All right, let's go here. Let's talk about Biden. All right, so I'm scrolling through the news feed looking for news to talk about today. And, of course, I come across an article about Biden giving a speech on 9/11 as a memorial. Well, my first thought is that he's going to say something like, these random people who had nothing to do with anything just decided to wake up one day and kill thousands of Americans. You know, I thought for sure he would simply just botch the truth in the typical liberal way of avoiding the truth. Well, as I read the article, I was infuriated. The asshole, oh, I'm sorry, can I say that out loud? Anyway, I'm not on the air anymore, so I guess so. Anyway, I can't tone that one down. Actually, he used this opportunity to compare MAGA Republicans like you and I to the Al-Qaeda terrorists that destroyed the towers and killed thousands. He started out by saying, I hope they'll remember that in the midst of these dark days, we dug deep, we cared for each other, and we came together. That's right, you selfish piece of crap. That was the greatest thing that ever happened to this country for coming together, and then Obama started to drive the wedge into the unity of this country. It was terrible. For days after 9/11, this country was united, and it lasted for several years. And then the division started again when the Democrats drove the wedge into the country just to get votes. Well, this Nazi-esque leader, Biden, continued to drive the wedge on Sunday when he used the event to further divide the country. Instead of unifying the country, the Nazi leader in charge divided the country just to try to get votes before the midterms. The most annoying moment was when he repeated this, and he repeated that it's about us, we the people, not the government, we the people. He kept saying it at the end. We the people. This is the president who divides and causes hatred between us and votes, continues to say we should unite we the people? Well, Biden, we didn't come together. We will not come together if it means to have to do what you tell us to do, or what you're allowed, or what you tell us we're allowed to do. We will not come together if it means we have to say what you tell us to say, and we will not come together if we have to think the way you want us to think. That's not unity, that's slavery. Well, you insult the people who stand to make America great again, and the people who are the problem with America. You personally become the problem. You, Biden, are the reason this country is suffering with high inflation, suffering with high gas prices, and coming up, we'll be suffering with higher taxes on the American people to pay for all your programs that do nothing but fill the pockets of the people who control you. Do you want unity, Biden? Then start by not insulting those whose lives you are destroying. Stop making America crappy again, and help all Americans make America great again. Let us think and do for ourselves without your interference and without your criticism. I look forward to when I can refer to my president as a leader instead of a whining little brat who cares more about himself and keeping his son out of jail than he cares about the country and the sacrifices made. Mr. Biden, stay away from Arlington Cemetery. You are insulting the very fabric of the loyalty of the people who are buried there. They defended this country against leaders like you, and most of them would be proud to be MAGA. All right. Let's take a break here. I'll talk to you in a minute. Hi, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and one of the most misunderstood things in America is money. That's why I've written this book. It's called Money Hacks, because everything you think you know about money is wrong. And I'm telling you, everything you think you know about money is wrong. When you read this book, you will learn things about money that you did not know. You will even learn if money can buy you happiness. I have a full chapter dedicated to that. You're going to definitely want to read that. I talk about how to use other people's money to buy real estate. I talk about how to save more money, and I even talk about how to rebuild your credit score in this book. There are 22 amazing chapters in this book. This book is now available everywhere. It's available on Amazon. It's available on BarnesandNoble.com. And you can order this book right now, and you'll have it in 2 days, and you'll start learning things about money that you never knew before. So order the book right now. Go to Amazon, go to BarnesandNoble.com, and order the book, Money Hacks by Larry Steinhouse. welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse. By the way, would you like to be a sponsor of this show? After all that, I'm going to ask you to be a sponsor, right? Your name and product will be delivered to hundreds of loyal listeners and watchers of the show. As you know, we're expanding our base every day. And if you'd like to get your product or service out to my audience and help keep the show on the air, I'd love to have you as a sponsor. It's expensive to keep this show on the air, so if you guys would like to sponsor it, I totally appreciate it, and we'd also get your name out there. Hey, just reach out via Messenger, and I will help you become a sponsor of the show. It would be awesome. All right. Hey, maybe we can even get Ken to be a sponsor of the show. By the way, like I said before, we have a Spotify channel. That's right. You can subscribe to the channel and listen to all the reports. They're broken out for your enjoyment. Look up Money Chat Now on Spotify, and you can subscribe there. All right, so far, of course, we've been talking about the market recap, the Oz rally recap, which was a great rally. We talked about UK's changing times, and lucky for them, they have a conservative. Maybe we'll be able to get lucky and put a conservative in here too. And of course, the great divider, Biden, just continues to destroy. Just continues to destroy this country. It's terrible. All right, we got a lot of chatter online, so if you guys want to talk to each other online, that's awesome. I think it's great. We got Johnson, who's a new guy, talking to Ken. I think I'm trying to figure out. If Johnson's a Democrat or Republican. I still haven't been able to read him yet. You guys let me know in a minute. All right, let's get into some other cool stuff here. You know, coming up, of course, we have today's picks and plays. But did you guys hit that like button yet? By the way, hit that share button. Come on, share it with your friends. Tell your friends about the show. Let them know it's both entertaining and educational. Please share it on your page or in groups that you feel will also enjoy the show. This week will be a busy week for me, and I'm kind of hoping you're going to join me at some of the events I'll be speaking at. So tomorrow night, I'm going to be at the Delco RIA event speaking on how to buy houses using a method of taking over mortgages called Subject 2. I know, Peter, you definitely want to go to this. You definitely want to go to this event. I'll be doing my signature Subject 2 presentation. On Thursday is our regular class, and I might even be going over to the Doug Mastriano rally. So I'll let you know more about that too. And of course, on Saturday, we will be having our big all-day event. I hope to see you at any of these events. It'll be awesome. And if you want more information, please message me, and I'll help you find out how you can attend these events. Don't forget, you can also contact me directly by going to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. All right. Let's talk about what's going on. It looks like it's going to be another good day. This morning when I woke up, I noticed the Dow was only up about 20, and then it jumped and it was like up about 200 at one point. So, we'll have to see. Right now we're seeing the Dow moving strong in the futures this morning, and that could be, it could be a great thing for the market. We're going to find out. It'll be a great break, right? As the market tries to move higher. Hey, if you caught a piece of Meta last week, you're very happy right now. My CCL is also moving up slowly, but I have hope for that sinking ship. I now have about 15,000 shares of the stock and various stock options. Each point move makes me very happy. Currently on my radar are Meta, Disney, Apple, and American Airlines. So these might be things you might want to look at: Meta, Apple, Disney, American Airlines. And of course, if you're concerned about concerned about money, and you want to be in safe plays, I like AT&T. And I was also convinced the other day to take a chance on a company called Zim, Z-I-M. Now, I don't know. I've been talking about this company for months, and it's a bizarre company. But I did buy a small option play thinking this stock will probably rise. It's at a really low right now. It's at a 52-week low. And Zim has been an anomaly to me for quite a while. It has a dividend of 84%. It has 84% yield. It's insane, right? That's very strange, but it could make for a great stock to own. It's at a 2-year low, but that dividend may draw buyers of the stock to move the price up. So I went for it. Remember that tomorrow is the CPI report. That means that this afternoon, the cautious investors will pull out and will probably cause prices to drop. All right. So just keep that in mind, that when you're watching this afternoon, I would start looking right around 2 o'clock. I would start to see that the market will probably pull back because the investors are going to pull out, and they're going to start to get themselves ready for tomorrow just in case it's a bad day. You're also going to have buyers going in who think they can predict it. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's take a look at the futures, and let's see what the market's telling us right now. We got the Dow is up 106, the S&P is up 23, and the NASDAQ is up 83. So it's not that bad. It looks like it might be a decent day after all. We're going to find out. We're going to find out soon. Bill says online, I'm not sure if Johnson 8 is a Democrat or an ED medication. I just had a laugh. That was really, really good. That was great. All right. On the crypto scene, Bitcoin is about 22,000 again, and Ethereum is about 1,700. There's really nothing happening here. Like I said before, I think Bitcoin's going to drop to about 12,000, and that's going to be a very critical moment. It's either going to go back, and it's probably going to range between 12 and 25, or it's going to drop to 7 and then drop to really bad stuff. So 12 is going to be critical, so watch for that. We also see Ethereum at about 1,700, and I also think that's going to probably go into the $700 to $900 range. All right, gold and silver are also sucking wind now. Gold is about 1,700 and silver is about $19, up a little bit from last week. Still worrying me, still not great. Like the Treasury bond is also moving up again, and now it's about 3.3%. And honestly, no one really cares anymore. So this is a good thing for the market. So the Treasury, and what I don't mean that the Treasury bond moving up is a good thing for the market. I mean that the Treasury bond being at 3.3% and no one really cares anymore, that's a good thing for the market. So what that basically says is that the market just is used to it now. The Treasury bond last year was about 1.5, and now it's about 3.3, so it's doubled. And that means, and that scared a lot of Wall Street money managers. But now it's not scaring them anymore. Now they're getting used to it. I believe we're going to settle in the low 4s, anywhere between 4.25 to maybe 4.5 max, sometime in about 6 months to a year. And that will be it. It'll be pretty typical. Now, remember, also, Treasury bonds is a good time to buy them because when the Treasury bond yield is high, not only is the yield high if you buy them, but the Treasury bonds are cheap, which means you could sell them in about 10 years and make some nice money on them. All right, oil is also moving up to about $87 a barrel, and the average gas price is down to $3.71. Midterms coming, oil is $3.71. Now, oil is $3.71, but it's still up well over $1 since Air Biden took place. All right, I want to thank you all for watching Money Chat Now. We are here live every morning, at 7:30 on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. My name is Larry Steinhouse. I am the host of Money Chat Now. I am the CEO of Investor Schooling. I am the author of a book called Money Hacks That You Should Buy. Remember, you can also contact me directly at contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. And make it a profitable day.